What's going on, guys? Kind of just trying to do this, monthly recap and outlook for a SPY. We did it last month. It was great. I kind of just want, you know, I trade on bigger time frames and I use these bigger, time frames. So monthly, weekly, daily, these moves take time. They don't happen overnight. So, when I'm giving my thesis and analysis, I kind of want you guys to understand what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing. We posted one prior, and we're going to do it again. Just, every month, kind of go over what has happened. So in terms of market structure, sequence, trend, all that, right? Um, we had our lower high at trend up here at 431 area, and we had our prior low down here at 361.85, our lowest low. And before that, we had some, support down here at 350, 58 area, which now is our lowest low, right? So when I'm bull, when I'm bear, I want to know each scenario so I don't get spooked out and I understand what can happen and what's possible. If I'm a bear, what do I need to succeed and go lower? If I am a bull in my bear, position, I mean, if I'm bearish and I need to understand my bull, I say, okay, I just put in a lower low. Now I need a lower high. When reject, I need a lower low, and that's continuation for my bearish sequence, right? So just going all the way back to frickin' God knows when 2009 here, we kind of had this megaphone pattern. Now it's kind of breaking down here, and kind of just what I'm seeing here, right? So monthly, weekly, bigger time frames, we're downtrending, right? From our highest high anchor, that's where we draw our trend line, right? Highest high, from there, lowest low. Okay, got our low. Now I expect a bounce, right? Get your bounce, put in a lower high, reject, right? Then what do you need to continue lower? You need to break your prior low. Okay, bounce, right? Breaks down, prior low, etc. Right? So here we just put in a lower low, and we're kind of butting in on this 360, 376, which is decent monthly area right here, right? So let's take a peek at the weekly and kind of see what's going on. We can see that monthly trend there. Um, Weekly here. We have this, megaphone coming down. We broke trend, broke down. There's that prior low. So nothing really to see here. I will note that, you have this prior high at, 380, which, is going to look for liquidity there. If it breaks out, I think we have a high chance of seeing 387, honestly. If it rejects, right, this area price moves incredibly fast from 370 to 387. Honestly, really down to 362 to 387. Price is moving incredibly fast. So we closed over that 370.80, by a good shot here. Really, our next test, I want 379.46 to see, buy side, sell side liquidity. What's going to happen? What I mean by that is this going to get shot down just like every other bounce here at our prior high, or are they going to bust this thing open because shorts are looking to position there, right? So when I'm looking at this daily here, again, we've kind of had these insane, areas of interest down at that 362 and this 371 area. Possible intraday trend here. We have this trend line. We have a shitty inverted head and shoulders here, which is a bullish pattern. And it did break out and looks like it wants to break out. You could see here, you have that 379.46, which is definitely going to raise interest for me personally. Our technical retest of breakdown is all the way up at 382. So 379.46, I want to see something around 382. If 382 rips out, 387 will come pretty fast. Realistically, 390.50. And again, I don't really have that, supply there, but this is a real great sell side spot at that 390, 387 area, right? Bull, some things to note here. We do have a gap fill starting at 403 to 408. And just to give you an idea, we've seen these monster rallies, right? Where you put in these lows, you go from, say 421, 458, you go 411, 460, you go 460, 360, 430. Now we're down here at 340, 348, now trading 374. And, just to give you an idea of, where I would kind of flip my thesis, like SPY really can go up to 411.46 and reject trend, and I could still be bearish, right? So in retrospect, right, I could still see if I don't think this happens, but just to kind of understand what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing, right? I'm remain bearish until SPY breaks 411.46 area as of now, right? And again, why? Bigger time frame trend here, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We just put in a lower low. I personally am bearish. I think we move lower. But like I said, this 370, it's all sequenced. 379.46, right? That 387, 390 level, over that 396. Obviously, there's things that have to play out, but just keep in the back of your head here, we did just put in a lower low, put in a nice wick and moving up here. Like I said, I am definitely bearish, but there's a lot of room up as well, right? And I'm going to go over bull bear thesis here. So, if you're a bull here, right, we're breaking intraday trend. We still obviously have from our highest high, right, this trend over here, which obviously hasn't been broken. And that trend will, I'm just anchoring from this high, and then right here. So interesting, right? 379.46 prior high is at our trend. If broken, retest of breakdown 382.34. If cleared, 387, 390 will come fast, right? Over this, again, look at price. Over 390, 396, 397 essentially comes very fast, right? And look how price moves straight up, straight down, straight down, straight up, straight down, right? Our prior high here, what do you know? 411.46, right? We got that level from our weekly, right? That weekly level, and it's right at our trend line, right? So the series here, you have this intraday trend here, but 379.46 is going to matter if broken out. 387, 390 comes fast. I would love to sell there personally. If broken, right, 396.85, price moves pretty thin realistically to that major 400 psych. 400, puts in a higher low there and maybe move down. I don't know. What I'm looking for, 379.46 short or 387, 390 short, and then we kind of have to work back down, right? Our quote unquote say breakout area would be 379.46, right? And so when we're talking about trend, right, reversals, this, that, find your anchor at the highs, find your anchors at the lows, right? So now our new anchor off this prior low, it would be something like this, right? So say we reject this 379.46, trend breaks down, target low 346.60. This massive demand chop box, honestly, that we've been stuck in is brutal. But like I said, I'm looking to short 387, 390, see 379.46. 370 major, get that downtrend break would be great. We kind of went over the bull thesis there. We had that gap fill up top. Something to note too, again, I am a bear, but I'm playing what I'm seeing here. We have a rising wedge into that major supply, into that prior high, right? You can see that 382, that 382 area we were mentioning. That's our breakdown, right? Where was price when we broke down, right? Look where it based, look where it held, look where the major yank was. That's our breakdown level. Ideally, breakdown, retest, new low, breakout, retest, new high, right? So as of now, right, as long as we're under 382, ideally it's a breakdown, retest, right? Again, you could see that sequence of, this trend, and now we're kind of breaking out, but 4 hour here does look like a rising wedge into that supply. And again, this is a daily, area here. So 379.46, super interesting. 382.46, 387, 390, etc. to the downside, right? If we reject in here, I want to see 379.46 break down, right? Under that, we start to see these moves again. This 376, 370, get some trend break from the lowest low. 364.60 major, 362 to 358 is disgusting. And then, really you need 355.67 to see that breakdown to prior lows. And honestly, this wasn't crazy long here. Um, a real quick analysis kind of give you really not price targets because I give you those every day in the trade plan, but more of just kind of where my head's at, right? And honestly, this monthly, this thing looks a breakdown, retest possible. Again, those prior highs up here, 400, right? We mentioned that 411 area. So that was, monthly, weekly, daily, and we dabbled into the 4 hour as well. But again, just playing price, I need a lower high somewhere, and that would make sense for me, right? Our prior high, possible liquidity trap, buy, sell, we have to see. We have this intraday trend that we broke out of, possible inverted head and shoulders. I'm more, when I'm bearish, I just look to short pops. I wait for my setup. So my setup here would be 387 short, 390 if 379.46 breaks down, right? Breaks out. If rejects, right, we'll get that squeeze and probably break down. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. It's just a real quick video here. Let's bank this week. I'm ready. Let's bank this month. I'm ready. Let's ride.